Hey Zookeepers, it's one of the Hollywood Kaiju Bad Boys, Brandon, here to tell you we had back James Fisher to talk more episodes of Godzilla Singular Point, that pretty fun anime on Netflix right now. We're talking episodes 5 through 8, so if you haven't listened to that first episode or haven't watched that, go do that now. I'll give you time. Get yourself a little soda. It'll be good. As always, if you like this podcast, follow us on Spotify, maybe give us a review on Apple Podcasts, and you can always tweet at us at Podzuki. Just Podzuki on Twitter. Pretty easy. Send anything our way. We'll read it. We don't care. Give us fan fiction about, like, I don't know, Shaquille kissing Godzilla. I haven't brought that back in a while, but it's nice to. Anyways, see ya.
Render unto Ghidra what is Ghidra's. 10 to 1 he sees you through a beaker and a tweezers. Read the fine print and be like, what's the big deal? Spun wheels of steel since broke wheel, big wheel. Back when it was greasy as curl, now it's easy dread. Had a rhyme on how they used to tease him about his peasy head. Yes, y'all, to the beat. Have a ball.
Ooh, that was a clumsy clap on my end, but I'm ready. I'm ready to talk more Zilla with animated twist. Hey everybody, it's one of the Kaiju Hollywood Bad Boys. I'm just doing a straight up real introduction for once. I'm not going to say this is like America's favorite podcast about Dilbert or the only podcast to talk about all of your favorite Garfield fetishes put together in one. No, this is a serious one. We're talking about Godzilla on the Kaiju podcast called Podzuki. I'm one of the Hollywood Kaiju Bad Boys, Brandon.
I'm another one of your Kaiju Hollywood Bad Boys, Luke, because I guess we're just doing first names now. You know us by now.
Yeah,
and also I wanted to say, I think it's much less likely that a Dilbert podcast exists than a Garfield fetish podcast exists.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. That's a very good assessment.
Hello, welcome back to everyone's favorite Dilbert Fetish podcast. It's me, your third Hollywood Kaiju Bad Boy, Martin, and we got a very special guest today. It's returning champion and beloved guest. Everyone, give it up right now for James Fisher.
Hey, how you guys doing? Also, you could be talking about Dilbert. I didn't know we could be talking about Dilbert.
We can always talk about
Beetle Bailey too. Let's do it.
The Dilbert cartoon was very good.
Oh my God, it was.
Yeah. Who did the voice of Dilbert? I forgot now.
I don't know who did the voice, but I believe Scott Elliott, is that his name?
I think it was Reagan.
Ronald
Hi,
Reagan.
I'm Dilbert.
I'm Dilbert.
Well, here's the thing, Dogbert.
Why was his dog's name was Dogbert? His cat's name was Catbert. Who, like, what the creativity stopped at Dilbert?
Oh, Daniel Stern was the voice of Dilbert.
Really?
Nice.
That's what he did after Home Alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Home Alone.
Chris
classic
Elliott,
right
that's
there.
what I meant. I think
he
he's the
doesn't love
dog.
Chris
He's
Elliott
Dogbert.
That's an interesting choice for Chris Elliott because you don't see him as like a collected cool guy too often.
Well, it was also
But that's
post, most likely post that horrible movie he did, The Cabin Boy.
Hey, don't you dare say that about Cabin Boy. I love that movie.
It's got a lot to enjoy about it, but it's not a good movie.
Holy shit, there's so many people I didn't realize. I mean, Kathy Griffin was an obvious one for Alice, but I didn't realize that Rapper was voiced by Tom Kenny.
Yeah.
Voice acting.
Tom
legend.
Kenny.
God, he's
Tom
in
Kenny
everything.
voiced so many people.
Yeah. He's definitely
really
the Mel Blanc of our generation. That's a fun fact for people who like cross-dressing rabbits. Anyway.
Well, there's a lot of people you could say that about.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not slightly attracted to bugs, I don't trust you as a person. Like, there's something wrong with you.
Yo, next time you have me on here, I want to talk about Duckman or the Critic. Okay.
Okay, I'd love
Man.
to talk to Critic.
And
I'm
the
more of a
Critic.
Critic guy myself.
Either one.
I feel like we should give a quick synopsis because we're doing another 4 episodes of a series we're watching in whole, which is something not too usual, but it's Godzilla related, so it makes sense.
I could have used a synopsis.
We
when I went right into this because I did not want to watch the first 4 episodes again. I liked them, but I didn't rewatch them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's understandable. I feel like, so we watched the first episodes, the first 4 with James. You should go back and listen because they are legitimately pretty fun episodes. We get into a lot of weird tangents, which includes talking about animated children sex.
It's
I
the
might cut
name
those
of
parts
the
out.
trash.
Yeah, and the One Piece rap, which of course is worse than the first thing I talked about. Yeah, the first 4 episodes, we get introduced to all of our kind of characters of Singular Point, which is, I should pull them up again. Main unit.
There's
the 2
so
main ones.
many of them.
There's so many characters.
Why are there so many characters in the friggin' anime?
We should
I
just
have to have a page up so that like anytime I'm referring to
Yeah,
a
I got a
character, I
page
know
up too.
exactly what to call them.
Which is very much in line with the Godzilla movie, so I kind of like what they're doing with that. But as you go through the series, it gets very Game of Thronesy for sure. Of like, oh yeah, here's this one character based in India that's doing research for this project.
That was definitely my one complaint I wanted to bring up is like for something called singularity point. Like there's too many plot lines. Like I just had to pick one and go, all right, I'm gonna zone in when this one's going
Yeah,
because there's too many different things happening at once.
Yeah, there's like the Otaki factory. Then there's Misakiku, whatever. Then the Shiva consortium, and then there's other people who we don't know who the hell they're. Yeah. He seems smarmy, but I can't tell if he's a bad guy or not.
Smarmy.
I think he might be now. I'm pretty sure after episode 7, we'll get into that.
He knows a lot about how fast a rifle fires.
Yeah, that's
which is
the
weird
two main characters. I should say though are May, who we've all agreed is a little cutie patootie, very fun Velma vibes coming off her. And then we have Yoon, who's the white-haired anime protagonist guy. They're both very similar characters, but they're both extremely smart researchers, programmers, scientists. I don't know what you'd qualify them as, but they're trying to figure out this whole singularity point thing, which is basically this red dust has appeared, and it is letting other dimension things travel into our world and start fucking up shit. I'm giving a very broad synopsis in the first 4 episodes.
You're doing a good job.
That's about right.
They're working with an older gentleman by the name of Goro, who's that crazy old, kind of like...
well, Yun works with him. May has no affiliation with him. Because that's just Yun's job.
Yeah, well, May and Yun are basically communicating throughout the beginning half of the series through like text and phone calls, which I think is kind of a fun touch, and it reminds me a lot of Shin Godzilla. And then basically they've been running into and meeting with other characters, trying to figure out what's going on, how to deal with both this red dust and get rid of these things. They also built a giant robot called Jet Jaguar that now has a spear that's really fucking cool. We'll talk about that as we go. And then there's pacing issues. Yeah, let's get into episode 5 then. We're going to start off with episode 5. I feel like, which was...
I literally just watched it and I'm trying to remember. I'm looking at the screen.
The titles are kind of fun. It was just called Theorist on this one. We kick it off and basically I feel like this episode we're getting monsters. They introduce us back to Demanda, which is that one sea creature they're trying to rescue a few people from. It's simply too big. May is off doing more research on trying to figure out what these crazy notes are that she found. And then
she was told to find them by Dr. Lee. They're the notes of Ashihara, who was the doctor who first discovered the red dust, and which they used to make the archetypes, which is that cube, that tesseract cube from the earlier episodes that you put a beam of light through it and it just intensifies the light.
Yeah, which should not be possible, but they kind of get into that pseudoscience more in episode 6 and 7.
Pseudoscience is such a good word because so much of these 4 episodes were so much exposition, and so much of it was like, oh, here's a way. What do we say that things that can't happen are happening because of things that do happen?
Yeah, which I would be against, and it does get a little tease at points, but it also does give me like those vibes of those great mid-90s sci-fis, like kind of like the Next Generation, if you will, Star Trek and all that, of the pseudoscience mumbo jumbo. But it's kind of fun. It's fun to get into. They do rant into it a little bit too much, but
I actually kind of liked it. I think for better or worse, this is the best and worst parts of Godzilla just kind of magnified and stretched out for a series.
Yeah.
Because it is a lot of exposition that's supposed to explain these things that couldn't actually happen, but I'll be honest, I kind of liked it. They explained it in a way that was clear and concise without getting too bogged down and like, well, this is how the physics happen. It's just like, no, I fold the paper and a 6 becomes a 9.
Yeah, and
69 is funny.
Yeah, we all thought about 69.
Hell yeah.
Always thinking about it.
Dude, I was just kind of lost. Like I said, so many plot lines were going at the same time. Like you can have a lot of different plot lines and things happening at the same time, but if you're gonna do that, 1 or 2 max per episode, and then the next episode go back. But they were going from the ship to her in the library to the guy in the suit explaining something. At one point, he was talking to his kid. He was like, "Not now, I'm working." And then
the one person of color, other than I guess Asian people, that's been in the anime so far. Because I've been thinking this is such a millennial anime. Because everyone you see is like a good person, and they're like really good at their jobs, and they're super capable.
Yeah, which we've lived through the last 2 years, and we know that doesn't exist in any way in reality. So it's nice to see on the screen, but boy, is that
and people
such
are
a science
quirky,
fiction.
but they're not flawed, really.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
It is very, very discouraging.
Yeah, which actually is a good thing to discuss. Is like I do think it's fun to have more flawed characters, but I think to make the series more concise and knowing that it's only like a 13 episode run, I get it that they're not going to have like huge character developments, more just slight ones. So with how many characters they've thrown into the mix, you can't have them all being like flawed and going through these immense growths, though.
I just wish I like was more interested in anything but Jet Jaguar. Like anytime Jet Jaguar was on screen, I loved it. And when he fought what I'm calling Spiky Mon, whatever the spiky monster, I was like, I'm down for this.
So yeah, that's Anguirus, which is probably my favorite kaiju, but I think that's because it was the first one other than Godzilla.
Yeah, I like that they brought back his
Godzilla raids again.
They brought back his classic roar too, which is really fun.
Yeah,
and I don't know if this happens in the 5th episode or the 6th episode, but at one point, I guess Jet Jaguar can't see. So the guy hops on it to be like, all right, I'm going to be your eyes. And I was like, are they building towards him like them building a Jet Jaguar that a human can get inside of? Like a bigger one?
It seems, even
like,
from
is it going to turn into Gundam?
Well, it seems strange. It kind of is because it's got like new legs by the final episode. But the episode you're talking about is the one where they're trying to capture and or kill Anguirus with the one with like the whaling gun.
Yeah, because
that's episode 6.
Okay, yeah, because I remember okay, so in episode 5, they thought they killed it, but then it came back.
Yeah, as they were doing like the Jaws picture in front of it.
Oh yeah, their photo op. There's a guy in a suit who didn't do shit, who's just like, "We did it, everybody, we did it."
Trying to get as much of the monster in the photo as you can.
Yeah, which is more relatable. I want to see more of that. Terrible politicians almost get eaten by monsters. That I would.
Another thing, like with like the dude that we thought was the villain, the weird mustache guy.
He still could be.
Yeah,
he still could be, but it's seeming less likely.
It's that thing if they really do. I mean, we're 8 episodes in now, and they really still have all their cards up in there. It feels like.
Yeah.
Also, that old man, we were saying that we're happy he's not horny. He is horny, but he's horny for violence.
Yeah, he's horny.
He loves fighting giant. He loves fighting monsters.
He's horny for his job. His company that he started with his own blood, sweat, and tears.
He's horny for his job, violence, and robots, meaning that he is Brandon in 40 to 50.
Yeah, he's never gross or like trying to a character like that in like animes from like even the 90s would have been trying to steal girls' panties and shit.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
He's never gross to Satomi, which is the hot goth chick that works for Otaki Factory, and she was doing it more for me this time than May was.
I think it's his niece, so that's good that he's not. That would be a little...
that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a little creepy.
It is Japan.
Yeah.
It is anime.
It is anime. I feel like we've get enough in the episode 5 so we can get to episode 6, which is basically just a whole big old fight with Anguirus, and I do like they build up, and like I said, there's pacing issues I feel like more felt on these 4 episodes, but when it's a whole episode of just Jetwire fighting Anguirus, it was really badass, dude. It was so cool.
I love that.
But before we go further, can we just I want to gush a little bit because I really like
baby.
I really like the animation on this show. I really like how they keep all of the people in this really nice, appealing 2D style, and then any of the big monsters. I think it especially looks good on Jet Jaguar, but the 3D modeling is just real good on all these guys.
Almost they're cell shaded, but not.
Yeah, I think we talked about it on the first time we were talking about all this stuff, which is we weren't quite sure if it looked good. It had a unique style, but I feel like seeing it more in motion and more monsters pop up now, I'm definitely a fan. Like it looks weird, but in a very good way. So
like in later episodes, as soon as Jet Jaguar starts walking around on those 2 legs, like it does something in my primal goblin mind that's just like, oh, I love those legs.
That's a new T-shirt right there, by the way. Primal Goblin Mind. It's just a picture of Jet.
Or how about love those legs? And it's like
I was about to say, I thought love those legs was a good T-shirt.
Yeah, it's also a good one too. And once again, it's just Jet Jaguar but wearing heels. So
ooh, heels and fishnets on a robot? Are you kidding me?
That's it. You ever played Bride of Pinbot?
Yeah. I
know, but I should.
We talked about this briefly way back when we first saw a trailer for this series on one of the episodes of Podzuki, and we're like, oh man, what if they actually made Jet Jaguar cool? And I'm here to say it. Jet Jaguar is fucking awesome in this show so far. Like it is. I like that it's very much a slapdash put together robot, but also like they're being inventive. Even though we're still talking about episode 6, he does defeat Anguirus, and after that they decide to make a spear out of one of his spikes. And it literally just looks like one of his spikes put on a pole and then taped together, but it works so well. It's so awesome.
Yeah, because Jet Jaguar in this is taped together. Like I wanted him to be more human, like more like Ultraman like. But like it's working how they're doing it. It's just like, yeah, we made this and this is what we're capable of making.
Yeah,
with the technology we have.
It looks like a weapon from Onimusha, which is great.
Yeah. Which is
and also what we predicted from the last episode, from the first 4 episodes, that Yoon's AI that he invented is going to get into Jet Jaguar. That totally happens now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which it's still, I think I had the idea that because of the title Singular Point, that the AI was going to end up being the big bad. I think that's impossible now because they're just so ding-dong adorable. Both versions. Like Pelops is cute, especially Pelops has that new like body while working with May.
And what a body! It's just a robot square, by the way.
And now Young, like he didn't just put Young into Jet Jaguar. He's like, hey Young, your name's now Jet Jaguar. That's who you are.
Yeah, they do an interesting thing I really liked of when May's trying to figure out what's going on with the actual like red dust and why these creatures seem to be like fighting each other and so violent. I thought in a really kind of cool nod to the actual Pelops, it's like, oh, well, if they were all like supercomputers and they had their own kind of like intelligence or, you know, kind of like cognition, they'd kind of be competitive or fight each other too. And then that makes me think that they all have a fun, cute kind of like rivalry going with each other too. So that's fun.
Sure.
Yeah. I like it.
I still think it's kind of weird though that like Jun is invented, or that's his name, Yun. Jung is the name of the AI, of his version of the AI. But he invented this this amazing AI that could change the friggin' world, and he's having to work for Otaki Factory making software so that Jet Jaguar can walk to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we don't see a lot of like his personal life outside of work. Like maybe he's really wealthy, maybe he's just doing it for the passion.
Yeah, I gotta assume, because once again, they're making some fucking dope bots, and I don't know about you all, but it's I think that one of the things holding me back from just building robots all the time is having to work a job all day. So,
like, if my job could be just hanging out with a sweet muscle guy who cares about me, hanging out with a sweet goth chick, hanging out with a cool old man who thinks I'm rad as hell, an AI who's my best friend, and build a giant robot, like that's like dream shit.
I did want to
they're all
say,
living
like,
their best life, basically.
Going more to me being thirsty for these anime characters. Like, where Satomi on the character sheet I have open has billing above Haberu, who's like the muscle dude you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one episode where like he took off that jacket and was like lifting like some hand weights. It's like, ooh, he's got some guns under those tanks.
Yeah, mommy likey.
I'm gonna send y'all a picture right now. I took a screenshot while I was watching earlier because there's just one frame where, oh god, he just looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
There's also we got Yuki Kanoko, who we don't know what her affiliation is, other than she was definitely a former English major. Because she just, this is exactly, picture of the dude's exactly what I'm talking about. I was hoping he was going to wear a tank top for my joke to make more sense.
But what can you do, really? Once again, I also do like I like the main character Yoon. I guess Yoon and May are the main characters, but the male character Yoon, because I like that he seems very socially awkward about things, but also very dedicated and good at what he does. At the end of episode 6, basically, when he's kind of like working together with the team to make Jet Jaguar be able to defeat Anguirus. It's like we were saying earlier, its head gets knocked off, so he has to jump on top of it and like basically guide it through a really cool fight. And then I like that they have a cool effect of almost like, I wouldn't say PTSD, but like he's recovering from the battle afterwards. Like, that was a lot of shit to deal with, man. That was intense.
Also, doesn't the robot AI go into Jet Jaguar and they're like, all right, this is your name now, Jet Jaguar?
Yeah, the scene after that,
yeah.
he puts it in there so they can pilot Jet Jaguar, but then immediately after that, they're kind of like, you know, having an AI pilot this thing makes way more sense than a 70-year-old man getting in there and doing it. Although
Also,
you'd
Martin
think the
just sent me-
70-year-old man would want to do it. Be like, no, I want to pilot the damn thing. It's my invention.
Actually.
Also,
once
Martin
again,
just sent me. Martin just sent me this picture of this buff anime dude lifting weights.
That's the dude from the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, I see the jacket.
Just thought it was a
No, 'cause
random
they're
anime
always-
dude.
He just doesn't have the jacket on.
I see the jacket on the chair now. Okay. That's what confused me. He didn't have. I just thought Martin was trying to like flirt with me.
Am I being sexually harassed? What's going on, Martin?
I know I send you those pictures very often. This one had a point, I promise.
Yeah. And the point is, will you go out with me?
Also, question. This is a sidebar. I'm looking at, I guess, the text channels for this stuff on Discord. These are weird. Build-A-Bear twerk shot.
Oh yes. So this is. I should
whoa,
explain.
don't dox Slime Feet.
Yeah, I should explain for the listeners at home. This is a all-purpose server we use for both Podzuki for recording, but also we used to do a Jackbox night, which we really need to bring back because it was really fun. So it's a combination of a bunch of art and comedian friends that would get together and play Jackbox. So it has just become a very weird but fun place, which includes the Build-A-Bear twerk shop, which is actually all for like Gundam model building.
I feel like there's a few that somebody started for like 2 pictures and then they just never got deleted.
That's just Discord,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
It's just they were hilarious, and I just wanted to point them out. I didn't know if I was allowed to read them, so I just read the funniest one.
Yeah, actually, we're Illuminati.
we have
so
to
erase you.
scrap this whole episode. You're canceled.
Just bleep it. Just bleep it out. Build a beep beep shop.
That's what I'm always asking myself: is what would Epstein do?
Not kill himself.
Well, I think we can find out in this other text channel, which is Eric Trump's Cry Corner.
That was a very fun time. Well, not a fun time, but basically because this started during the pandemic of like, let's just post all of the terrible shit that all the Trump administration is doing right now, which was funny for a little bit, and then it just got very depressing. So,
I posted that picture of Jay Johnston at the January 6th thing on there, and nobody recognized who he was.
Wait, I see a real good meme in here in Eric Trump's Cry Corner where it's a 9/11 comic, but the Twin Towers are 2 arms and the planes were replaced with syringes.
What is wrong with shop? What is
just
wrong
having
with y'all?
fun.
Also posted on September 12th.
Yeah.
hate-
Listen, if you're listening to this podcast and you ever want to join our server, just DM us on Twitter, get at us. We'll add you, and you can see the monstrosities we have made. So it's a good time. But yeah, I guess that's actually a good segue to get back to where we were, because that's basically all episode 6 was them fighting. They defeat Anguirus after he gets back up, and they have another very cool fight. And the thing I think that's kind of annoying in animes or like even video games where they have that setup of you kill the monster and then it comes back and you have to fight it again, and it feels kind of like a sluggish kind of like, okay, we get it. The second fight actually was cooler than the first fight, so props to them for figuring that out. So I liked it a lot.
They raised the stakes. I loved it.
They really
They
did.
had to come up with a clever plan, not just... People have to think in order to solve these things. You're not just like overpowering.
And
The
they did
monsters.
do a good job. They did a good job showing, like, just guns won't work, at least not in the specific instance. Wait until we have to fight something fleshy.
Well, because like they can like predict the future, kind of. Not predict, they can see the future because of the way the archetypes and the red dust works. It's kind of like... It's like they meld like Kaiju Godzilla stuff with like notorious racist H.P. Lovecraft old.
I thought you was about to say
stuff.
Notorious B.I.G. I was like, where'd you see that?
Anytime I bring up H.P. Lovecraft, I always want to mention that he was a piece of shit.
Anguirus and Godzilla are going to kill each other in a shootout, but they're going to have like this mystery over the years of actually who did what and who was responsible.
I can't wait for Anguirus' third album that's released after.
Yeah, and then there's going to be rumors that Godzilla, even though he did die, is still alive and making albums, but it's like in a secret place in the Bahamas no one can find.
Oh, no. All the ones I read say Puerto Rico.
Okay, yeah, I think that is actually true. But yeah, no, it's okay, so yeah, they into the 6th episode. I was getting to the 7th episode, which is they have another Manda come up. This is where it gets kind of weird. So on the 7th episode, it starts with the Manda coming ashore, but he starts.
There are multiple Mandas.
Yeah, but he starts to mutate, and I guess they're saying that this is now Godzilla. Basically, it's like taking.
Well, no, that what is the first form of Godzilla? It's not a Manda, though. It does have like the serpent body, just way bigger. It's chasing the other Mandas. Okay, I guess because it's trying to eat them. Because like that's just what Godzilla does. If there's another kaiju, he kills them.
Yeah. And episode 7 is another one where I feel like this is where, when we get into the reviews, it's going to hold it back a little bit. This is definitely another episode that's all just set up and talking. And like, I think for the first few episodes I was a little more forgiving, but now it's like, okay, we got 13 episodes. We don't need another episode of exposition. I feel like the wheels have hit the ground, so keep the car going at this point.
I did want to mention that like their naming conventions are so weird because they're trying to come up with reasons why they name all these characters, all the kaijus, what they named them, like their names from the original movies they were from. And some of them are good. I don't think they come up with one for Rodan. I don't remember that because that was from the first 4 episodes. But
they did. It was basically, it sounds kind of like
did.
radio, and because it was responding to radio.
Radio.
I thought it was because the old man was like, "Oh man, this thing's roding my nuts."
Yeah, he did scream that. Everybody laughed. They had a good laugh with it. So.
But they do an okay job of it until like this plesiosaur version of Godzilla shows up. Then they're like, "Oh, we've named it Godzilla." Like,
yeah, they just
make any
named
sense.
it that, which I thought was kind of funny too. Is like I thought they were gonna have a build up of like, oh, this is the creature from the legends of my town that they.
Well, yeah, they're definitely doing a Shin Godzilla thing where it starts as like a serpent thing and then becomes the Godzilla that we know and love
and worship on this podcast
and masturbate too.
And, well, I mean that's a given. If you worship something, you're not masturbating. What's the point?
Wait a second, guys. Have you not been masturbating to everything that we watch for Podzuki?
Oh, no.
I thought that Solo was hard, but I did it.
Hey, listen, buddy. That wasn't the only thing.
You don't think Jet Jaguar is sexy?
Yeah. I mean, he'd be good at it because he's always learning.
Yeah. Learning to fuck.
Thank you. Oh, man. This is where we need to be for the podcast mentally, always.
You know, they did make Jet Jaguar hornier in this one. They gave him a horn.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately. So yeah, episode 7 is just build up. This is where they talk a lot about the orthogonal diagonalizer.
Orthogonal.
Let's try. Let's all try to take a
orthogonal is the first word.
Orthogonal. Okay, this is we're in
this is driving crazy now.
This is the
orthogonal digidestin.
There. Okay, I think this is going to be a new stupid game section, but we're going to copy these words together and have guests
Detonator?
try to read them out. No, it's diagonalizer. Diagonalizer. Okay, orthogonal diagonalizer.
Orthogonal
Organic
diabetes.
diaphragm.
Yeah, intergalactic planetary.
Overdose. Because they do like the Dr. Ashihara, who I'm hoping he's going to show up at some point. We've only seen pictures of him at this point. He's the one who like came up with the theories for all the stuff that like Godzilla and the monsters would come out of the red dust. And he looks like a dude who like learned about like the old ones because like or read the Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
We do need to talk about
crazy.
this. Is that the pictures of him always look like he has absolutely no chill, like in any way or form.
He's like, I'm not going to like let my eyes relax. They're going to be as wide open as possible. And I will never smile.
Yeah. Every second I open my eyes, I'm just seeing my family die over and over again.
That's also just how Japanese people take pictures.
I think so.
No, that's not true. They do the peace sign.
Well, victory. Wow, I'm getting really nerdy on this one. I feel like there's not really much we need to go much more into on episode 7 because, like I said, it's all build up. If you watch the show, I think you'll enjoy it still. You get introduced to a few more characters. May's basically dealing with Professor Lee, who's like this kind of main lady that knows a lot more than she's giving on, it seems like, who also might turn out to be a villain.
A lot of characters seem to be like that. They know more than they're letting on.
I'll give you this. I think for something like this, where there's a lot of like metaphysics going on and a bigger plot that's kind of unfolding, it gives an air of mystery that kind of keeps you intrigued. I don't know if it's going to pay off, but I do like it for the setting. And then, yeah, basically we get to see they're preparing Jet Jaguar again after the last fight. They've made a cool spear for it. Everybody's favorite goth chick is back, saying like, that is pretty cool. I like that spear. Another thing, too, I like is that they have a scene with the AI and Jet Jaguar now where he's playing with kids and he's doing like a rock, paper, scissors. And I do like that they are bringing... Scissors. Yeah. Yeah, beating the shit out of them because he knows how to predict what they're going to do. But I do like that they're bringing back the trope of the original Jet Jaguar from like Godzilla vs. Megalon, that he is like an ally to the children and there to defend them. So it's a fun callback to the actual Jet Jaguar.
I thought that was Gamera.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same fucking thing.
Yeah, Gamera does the same thing too. But let's be honest, Gamera would probably suck shit at rock, paper, scissors.
Who else would be a friend to all the children other than a giant snapping turtle?
Yes, who can turn into a giant spinning rock that shoots lasers.
Yeah, that have rockets coming out of the legs, but still spins for some reason.
It is fun seeing that scene though, kind of, and it's something I never thought I'd say. They're doing a lot of good character building for Jet Jaguar. I like the guy a lot. He's like learning about the world. He's becoming a friend to all of the children. He's like, I got a cool spear. Let me show you all the moves I can do.
They were standing awfully close to Jet Jaguar when they were doing those Final Fantasy victory poses.
Another thing that we should get into is like the weird meta science that I think is going to become more important. Is they talk about that maybe the scientists Ashiara had built a supercomputer that could tell the future, and that actually caused it to summon the things. But then they also start to explain that the beings themselves might be like super advanced AI that have become organic, and that's why they're competing with each other. I thought that was kind of a fun plot point, and that might have something to do with the actual AI that Yoon's making too, or something that's going to intercede with it.
Yeah, I smoke weed, so a lot of these ideas are very intriguing to me, but it's also like, it's just too much, you know?
Can I deliver a counterpoint?
Go ahead.
Yes, all out.
If at the end of this series Godzilla opens his mouth and says, "I'm a computer, stop all the downloading," if that's how this series ends, I feel like we got to give this series a solid 30 out of 10.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's I would instantly say it's the best thing I've ever seen since at least Joe Parra talks with you. Yeah, it's I feel like we can get into episode 8 now because, like I said, episode 7's all set up. They have some.
Well, no. We need to. Because it's shown up already. I don't think it shows up it shows up a little bit in the last episode, but the first original kaiju from this series, Salunga.
Oh, the one that's in the silo?
Yeah, that's it. It's Shiva headquarters, I think is what it is. Where the red dust comes from.
Yeah, it's a really cool design because I like that it looks like an old like Japanese wood print monster, basically.
Yeah, it's like an ape and a like spiky lizard.
Yeah.
Combined. But it also follows the like a dude who's working out of either London or India because he has the Indian daughter. That scientist who looks like who looks kind of like a villain, but I can't tell if he's a villain or not. He just has that crazy look on him, like when like there's someone who's like so genius, like, oh, I'm such a genius, I'm going to kill half the world to save the other half.
It's the way he talks too. He's definitely he's throwing up evil flags.
Yeah. Or just over the top scientists, but also like good at the same time.
But what if it's like Snape, where you think he's evil the whole time, and then at the end he ends up being like the one good one?
I mean, that'd be great, but they focused a lot more on Snape in the Harry Potter books. Because, like you said earlier, there's just too many factions and too many like stories coming from different directions where like you can't really like you want to see Yun and May's stuff.
Yes.
And I understand sometimes you have to have these other things, but there's also haven't mentioned that other dude who like saw the Godzilla bones that the radio frequency stuff that was attracting the Rodans was coming from. He's got his own thing going on as well.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, because there's that other guy who like knocked him out.
Yeah, he got knocked out. Didn't that turn out to be the reporter dude?
Yeah, it turned out to be shady reporter man with his camera and his taser.
Yeah, which usually I don't know much about photography or journalism, but I don't think taser is an important part of it, so that's why I'm getting some shady vibes from this guy.
I mean, if you're like a Nightcrawler type reporter.
That's a good point.
Ooh, if this just took like a hard right-hand turn and like the last 4 episodes are just it becomes a Nightcrawler series, that'd be so fucking cool.
I bet TMZ would pay top dollar for some pictures of Godzilla.
Yeah, or J. Jonah Jameson. Think about it. I think we should just end it with the 8th episode talking about the very cool spider fight. So once again, they have another callback to an old Godzilla villain, which is Kumanga, which is the spider from Son of Godzilla, which is an accursed, terrible film. But it is a cool spider design, and there's a bunch of them that basically start approaching them as they have Jet Jaguar up and running again. And as they fight it, it has all this weird blue goo that shoots out of it, and then in the episode it starts kind of forming together in what looks like, I'm assuming, is a Hedorah. I don't know. We're going to find out as we keep going.
They're the exact same shade of blue as like a light blue Gusher. And I'm pretty sure the same consistency.
They still make Gushers?
Yeah.
What a weird candy.
Right? It feels 90s, really 90s, just because I'm like, hey, this is rubbery and it's gooey inside. You'll love it.
Man, I love these gummies, but I just wish they came in my mouth.
Yeah, I wish they just had a big old rupture just all over, just coating my insides. Just drenched. Okay, that's as far as we need to take that. That's for sure.
Oh, it's so salty.
Why is this one salty? It tastes kind of like mushroom sauce. Ooh, I don't like it.
Ooh, get your new Cummers for adults.
I think it's saffron flavored.
All right, everybody, get the timestamp on this. This is going to be the clip for sure. Yeah, I think we should get to reviewing the next 4 episodes. So this is episodes 5 through 8. I think we're going to get back and do the end few episodes, but
it's only like 12 episodes.
There's 13 episodes altogether, so I think there's just 5 more after this.
Yeah, it's 13.
Right, so the next one,
13 episodes. That would be 5 more, right?
Yeah.
So
there's an amount. It's
So we'll do an episode of well, if I'm invited back, I guess.
We would have to, because we don't want to ask anyone else to have to watch the first 8 episodes. We like having you here, though.
I'd like to watch it.
Yeah, also because you're a great guest, I was going to say.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Damn, Luke.
It's cool. I just, I'm the
You're
token.
You are an honored friend. We love having you. We don't give a shit about you being on this podcast, but it's fine.
Yeah,
We
that's
don't
the
give
best
a
way to
shit
put
about
it. Yeah.
But did we really go
Fuck
through
about
all
you
of
being
episode
here.
8?
Yeah, episode 8 was basically it ended with the whole Kumanga fight of the spiders.
There's a lot of explaining.
But we already talked
There's too much- there's
about
too
what's his
much
name
explanation.
getting knocked out in front of the Godzilla bones.
Yeah.
And that was the last thing that happened, right?
No, that was in episode 7, I think.
Yeah, they haven't touched back on that, which is wild. Okay, wow.
Oh no, they touched back on it.
So then what was the
Like,
last
the
thing that
first-
happened in episode 8?
They get surrounded by the spiders, spider crabs.
Yeah,
and,
there's like
that
20
one
of
guy
them at that point.
is missing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there wasn't anything after that?
Credits.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I should say both the opening and ending themes, if you haven't listened to them, are both bangers. Absolute great.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
they are.
I have not listened to the ending theme. I kind of like it, but it's also that it skips on its own, and you have to intervene in order to stop it. Whereas, like, I will listen to the beginning because you have to intervene in order to skip it. So basically, I don't intervene.
Take a look. I think you'd like to take a look at it, Luke. It's got May, and she's going through the destroyed city, and it's real cute. Making her look at monster.
Before it skips, I do see the image of her like sleeping at her desk as she's been doing research. Assumedly.
Oh yeah.
Big Evangelion vibes on that ending with her walking through it. The opening, by the way, is by Encase by Bish, which is a fun group, and it's also very fun to say. And then the name of the ending theme is Aoi, but I think that's funny. The name is Polka Dot Stingray, which is a great band name in my opinion. So,
ooh, that's a real good band name.
Shout out to them. I think I kicked off the reviews last time. Let's do it. 5 out of 5 Hedora Goo Monsters. But you know what? I'm gonna give the floor. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna pick somebody to review it first. Martin, what's your feelings on this? Give us your review.
I want to give this. I want to give episodes 5 through 8. I'm gonna give them a solid 4 out of 5 Goo Monsters. I was already enjoying the series in the first 4 episodes. I really like the animation. I like the art direction. The story is trying to balance like too much shit at once, but if you just like follow 4 or 5 characters that you're like, yeah, these are the people I care about, you just ignore the rest and it's fine.
Yeah, and also, like we were saying earlier, it's very much in the vein of Godzilla films of like, we gotta do all this exposition as soon as possible before the big monsters start punching each other. So I get it. I guess I'll jump in with my review after this. And
I wasn't done. But...
oh shit! Oh god, I embarrassed myself. Wait, are you done?
Okay, I'm finished.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I was about to say
Brandon.
that's. God damn, I don't need this power move right now. For my review, I'm going to also go with the 4 out of 5 Blue Goo Hedora Monsters because I'm really liking this a lot. It's taken all of the parts of both, I'd say, like Showa and Heisei Godzilla films, and mixing it together with some of the more modern ones of like a Shin Godzilla, of having both like exposition, science behind it, and characters being like real people. There are definitely some pacing issues that I hope don't persist as we get into the last few episodes. Not enough to like bother me or put it down to a lower rating, but hey, Godzilla Singular Point, watch yourself. Just saying.
Hell yeah.
That's it for me. If Luke or James, you want to jump in?
Oh, so we just get the vague direction, like either you guys.
I just wanted to pick Martin first because I thought it'd be fun to mix it up with like you do review now, and then I kind of lost steam after that.
No,
like, every idea.
No, it's fine. But I did want to ask before I get going. Do we usually do the reviews before the stupid games?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's always.
I have a memory of me asking me this before and I just finished editing a friggin' episode, so I should know.
I think you asked in the last Godzilla episode.
I probably did. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. It seems like this thing that should be done at the end, but I'll give it a. What was the measuring scale this time?
5 out of 5 Blue Goo Hedora Monsters.
I'll give these specific 4 episodes 3.5 out of 5. Nice. Because I still liked it. I think I would have liked it more if I just binged the entire thing. Because there's just so much information, so many characters, and like, I don't hate any of them, but it's also like, you couldn't have simplified this a little bit, like taken some crap out, like, you know, brevity is the soul of wit, which just means don't waste my friggin' time.
Somebody should have said that instead of sounding like a fucking fancy lad going to Yale.
Yeah. Hey, Shakespeare, why you gotta be so fancy all the time?
Just got to the point. You're the world's greatest bard, the mortal bard. This sounds like Dracula to me. Okay, sorry.
If I could jump in again real quick before James gives his review, I do feel like the show being on Netflix is a detriment to it because I know they're like, it necessitates it being like, this is so binge worthy. We gotta leave things on cliffhangers, and we gotta make sure you can only enjoy the whole thing if it's a full episode. Can't have an episodic series on here.
I mean, that's
the nature. But that's the nature of like I said, this reminds me a lot of Adult Swim anime. Like, well, the anime specifically that they would put on Adult Swim, like when we were like in high school, and it was very much just that. It's what it is. Like it's like before binging, that's what it was. It was just like, yeah, we're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger every episode.
Oh, totally. Bleach was pre-streaming, and they're the master of doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it is. But the fact that like you have them all there, to where if you don't watch one episode right after the other, you will go a month without watching a friggin' episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are base animals who only just want instant gratification.
I wonder if they make it like that specifically, because I think about, this is a very weird side point, and once again I'm cutting off James before he gets to his review.
That's just fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna cry.
Technically, mine's not done yet until he starts.
I know, and I'm interrupting another review, so I guess I'm going 2 for 2 here. But I do want to.
Martin interrupted me first.
Listen, you're telling me as a white guy on a podcast interrupting people, I'm an asshole? I don't think that could be true. That can't be possible. Okay, I should let Luke finish, and I'll talk about my point.
Martin did interrupt me, and I almost said, like, oh, hey, I wasn't done yet, but I was pretty much done.
So I learned to do the same exact thing.
Yeah. No, Brandon, you have to know it and jump in like I do.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to get to this point. Because I feel like it still does worth talking about. But I feel like I've noticed shows like, The Mandalorian or anything that's on Disney Plus where it's like a weekly release. Even if I didn't watch it when it was coming out week by week, it does feel like where I can watch an episode or two and come back to it, and I don't feel the need to binge it. But it does feel like all the shows Netflix produces, like, I gotta just watch this all right now. Like, I don't know what they're doing, or what kind of form of witchcraft's going on there, but it's bizarre to me.
Netflix has kind of learned from the past mistakes. They've got Seinfeld on there now.
Yeah.
And shit where, like, people watched, like, 30 years ago. They're like, oh, I can put this on while I do my homework, or whatever.
But you wouldn't watch Sanford and Son?
I do like
That's also
Sanford
why
and Son.
Friends,
I do like that show.
Friends is like super popular now with like Zoomers, which I think is really bizarre to me. And it's exactly that, where a bunch of just younger kids in the next generation have been putting it on in the background while like they're doing homework or other shit. Now they love Friends, which I think is very disappointing because that could have been Seinfeld and it should have been. So
they're both super white.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's interesting how they just find the most binge-worthy stuff you can put. Because, I mean, they were famous for having The Office on there forever, too, and that's what everybody would watch over and over again.
Oh, yeah, I used to watch them back when they had, like, all of American Dad. And that's, like,
yeah.
And now I have Hulu because of that. But I've talked enough about American Dad on the show.
No. American Dad has been better than Family Guy for almost 10 years.
Oh, yes. Very
Fucking
consistently,
prequel,
basically from the beginning.
Goodness.
Yeah.
James, I love you, but what a fucking low bar.
Yeah.
Dude, no. I'm saying, like,
Popular opinion.
I noticed this. I'm just saying, I noticed the shift. I noticed the shift when it happened because I used to love Family Guy, and then I noticed when Seth MacFarlane started working on American Dad and stopped giving a shit about Family Guy.
Well, no, yeah. I think Seth MacFarlane's kind of famously not very involved with American Dad. He does the voices, but he's not very involved with, like, the writing or the...
No, I thought he wasn't involved with Family Guy.
He's not really involved with either of them anymore other than doing the voices.
Really?
Yeah, I think he just gets a good paycheck now, which I can completely relate to if I was in the same position.
Nowadays he's been doing, like, the Orville and working on his movies and shit. I think he produces some other people's crap.
I hate to be a bitch about this. Brandon, you cannot relate. You can understand. You can't relate to that.
I gotta tell you all something. I'm actually super
Martin
rich.
has a bone to pick today. What is going on?
I know. It's.
You are ready to fight somebody.
You can't get big for your fucking britches, Brandon.
I interrupted everybody's review. We still haven't got to James. I don't think he's wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you all.
Brandon, I love you. I'm sorry. I was just upset because you picked me to review first. And then
tell him
asshole.
No, tell him the truth. Tell him he ain't shit and his mama ain't shit. Go ahead, tell him.
Jeez.
I'm the one who's always been on record saying that Brandon is a horrible podcast host.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm consistent. That's the most important thing.
Brandon, your mother is a lovely woman, but you are definitely not shit.
Okay. All right, that's fair. All right, I think this only could lead us to James' review now at this point.
All right. Let's see. I want to use a different scale for how I felt about this. And it's going to be very, like, overtly sexual. Is that okay?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm cool with it.
All right. So if if a good TV show was like a good strong nut, like
nice,
like a good one, like you watching some good anime, you're like, you know what, I just need to
like
let
from
it
a tree or like from your penis.
Both at the same time.
Damn.
Ooh.
And these last 4 episodes we watched, they're like a soft nut, meaning like my penis was soft, but I just wanted to go to sleep, so I had a slow, drizzly, soft penis nut. That's what I felt like with these. That's what I felt like with these episodes. There were too many plot points to follow, and even when I went, okay, I'm just gonna concentrate on this one because I like it the most. It didn't give me enough of it because it was too busy going back to the guy in the suit who was being a bad father, going back to the girl in the library, going back to the boats, being like, oh, we have to save these people. But then they didn't save the people right away because they went back to what I was really interested in, which was Jet Jaguar.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever watch Lost?
Yes.
It's like when you would tune in on Tuesday for Lost and it was a Kate episode.
Yeah, that's a very good comparison.
Yeah, like it just jumps around all over the place. And I think when it comes to TV shows and episodic stuff, it should be like 2 major plot points, 3 at the most, but like really 2, where you have the main one and then you have the side story, and it goes back and forth between those 2. But once you have 4 and 5 different viewpoints that you're going through over and over again in a 24-minute episode, nothing gets done. It's not enough time. Nothing gets done when you have that many plot lines and that many different viewpoints.
Yeah, there's still
24 minutes.
Still at least 3 characters we haven't talked about. Like the lady that works for Shiva that has the black eyes.
Oh yeah, that's like a lamb chop kind of eye, basically.
Yeah, less cute, I guess.
I think it's similar levels to lamb chop.
Yeah.
I've never fucking liked that piece of shit.
I just wanna be able to follow it, and the way they're doing it now, I can't. And not only that, like this is all like we're 8 episodes in. I feel like this is the same day as the first episode.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Too much is happening.
I'm gonna say it now. Get it on track so our boy James can nut harder. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to bust, man.
I will say I've been looking forward to one particular thing, and I don't think it's going to happen now. Like, I just want May and Yoon to go on a little date, but they're in completely separate countries, and we only have 5 episodes left, and air travel can't happen now, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, well, I guess
that would make me bust so hard.
But I do like the scenes of like them like texting, where like that's how I guess like super smart people like kind of like sext. They talk about weird like. Not really science, more like philosophy sort of crap. But
yeah.
I don't know. I like those. That was a cool, like, I guess, storytelling device more than anything else, which a lot of animes use. That friggin' paranoia agent from over a decade ago did that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite Satoshi Kon product, by the way.
Oh, same here.
Yeah, that's one of those things of, like, I could see the threads on it, but I still appreciate it and kind of enjoy it. But, yeah, I think that gets us through all of our reviews. Once again, fix it up a little bit for the pacing so our boy James can nut properly.
I just want to finish. I just want to finish.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a good nut as long as I'm done.
I gotta say, this is a really good comparison because, like, I feel like I'm getting satisfaction from it, but it's not, like, intense, so it is, like, a drippy nut. It's not like blue balling, but it's a drippy nut.
Drippy. Exactly what, yes. I'm glad somebody understands me.
Thank you. I don't know if I should be proud of it, but I see you 100% there. But that should bring us perfectly, as Luke has asked many times, in the stupid games section. Stupid games.
I don't know why I can't remember how we've done this podcast for the past 3-4 years now.
It's fine. I feel like I've forgotten every episode as soon as we record it, too, so I get that.
I forgot this one, and we're doing it.
Yeah. Who's Godzilla? I'm going to ask you all yet again.
He's
how tall
Jesus
is Steve
Zilla's
Buscemi?
Father.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was...
but we've all done the Steve Buscemi height, so we don't need to do his height. We're going to jump into it right away. I decided that instead of doing, Jet Jaguar, because we did that last episode for height, I'm going to actually ask you a bunch of Jet Jaguar-esque heights. So I want to ask you all, how tall, at his peak height, is Ultraman?
Ooh,
he's really tall at his peak height.
Yeah.
Can I 7 stories?
Okay, I gotta put 7 stories to feet into Google real quick.
I was just about to ask if we could do stories as opposed to feet.
I was gonna say, what if it gives you? What if it just gives you foot fetish stuff?
Yeah, it looks like I just see 7 perfect, delicious feet now on my screen. Gotta suck all those toes. Oh, okay, no.
I don't.
Okay, so I got James locked.
You said
stories.
James said 7. I'm just going to go ahead and go 10. I think 7's probably better, but I don't want to have the same guess.
10 stories? Okay, interesting. Like that.
I'm going to be the dark horse. I'm going to be the dark horse contender here, and I'm going to say 69 feet.
69 feet?
All right.
Okay, so you're all pretty off, but the thing is you all went under, which is great. So we're going to go with the highest, which is going to be Luke, who has guessed 10 stories, which comes out to 108 feet. Ultraman, our boy, at his full height is 40 meters tall, which is 131 feet. That is one tall motherfucker. Let me just say that.
That's a tall boy.
That's a very tall boy. That is a Pabst Blue Ribbon right there. Just wait.
I was relating it just to Power Rangers and how the Megazords are compared to the buildings that they constantly destroy, but somehow people don't move from the town.
So that's a good theory, and this is exactly going to segue perfectly into my next height guess, which is we've done the Megazord before from the original Power Rangers in America. So I want to switch it up. How tall do you all think is the Dragon Zord?
Ooh, as big as Godzilla. I don't know how big Godzilla is, but
I'm going to find Godzilla's height. How big
Godzilla is.
Because they based it
oddly
on,
enough, we've never done how big is Godzilla. I don't think.
I know.
Why would we do that?
Had to have at some point.
Why would we do that? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they based the Dragon Zord on Godzilla. Like it comes out of the water. Like it's just yes.
Yeah, as a kid, when I saw the Dragon Zord, I think that's the closest I ever came to feeling something sexual for the first time. Absolutely.
Oh, that's the closest I've ever came next to the TV.
Nice. Man, this is a real nasty raw dog episode. I hope you're all ready to get wet, boys.
I told you, this episode we invented the cum-filled gushers, the cummers.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all white too. Oh, I don't like this anymore.
I'm gonna
They're still
say
that gem shape.
that. Which Zord are we talking about? The Megazord?
The Dragon Zord. We've done the Megazord before. Actually.
Oh, just the Dragon Zord. Okay, so I'm gonna guess he's probably like 95 stories.
Yeah, and I think the Dragon Zord's a little taller than the Megazord just because it has a fin on its head.
Yeah. Interesting. I think I just need to get Martin's height then, right?
I'm so sorry. 69 stories.
Okay, 69 stories is definitely way too fucking tall, dude.
69 stories.
Yeah, let's see. I do want to see how tall 69 stories is, though. Convert story to foot.
Oh, well, I'll tell you right now, Brandon. It's tall enough to come.
Well, that actually is debatable. That's 747 feet. That's pretty tall, dude.
If you're not coming at 740 feet, what's it take? 750? I don't fucking know. I'm not a wizard, Brandon.
Though, inversely, a wizard could cast a spell to do that. Okay, so we got that. Did we get Luke's?
I said, I don't remember what it was, but it was definitely way more than Martin said.
Okay, well, I think you all went over, so I'm going to give the one who was the closest, which is, because we don't have to do Price is Right rules exactly.
Yeah.
Megazord is at 38 meters tall, which is 124 feet, so technically Godzilla in the original film was 50 meters tall, which is 164 feet, so he's pretty close to Godzilla height, so we give that to James, absolutely.
Oh yeah, baby, that's right. Watching Power Rangers all for this moment.
Yeah, it all finally came together.
Mom, are you proud of me?
Yeah.
Listen to Patsuki, Mom.
I need
You want a contest where there's no prize.
He's not gonna listen.
Okay, so this is gonna be, I think,
My
a fun
parents don't
last
listen
round
either.
because here's the thing: we went through a lot of different heights of things that are very similar size, and this guy is a very similar size to all of them. I'm gonna ask you all, how tall is Hedorah, aka the Smog Monster?
We watched that movie so goddamn long ago.
It sounds like you watched the movie originally, like I know his feet now after watching it.
Yeah, but I had like an idea of like Godzilla and where it was in comparison to him.
Hold on, what are we guessing how tall it is?
Here, I'll start it off. I'm gonna say 69 yards.
Okay, 69 yards. I gotta keep doing all these stupid conversions. I hate this game.
All right, what are we saying? What are we guessing at? What the height of what?
Oh, we're guessing a monster that you've never seen or heard of.
He might have seen Hedorah. He's the Smog Monster from Godzilla vs. Smog Monster.
No, I have not. But the only thing that I have a reference for is the Wind Monster on Hercules. So the Wind Monster on Hercules is as tall as Mount Olympus, So I'm gonna say 150 feet, Hugh.
Wind
Wait,
monster.
what Hercules is this? Disney's Hercules?
Disney
or is this
Yes.
Kevin Sorbo Hercules?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the Disney one with the Titans. It's the Wind Titan.
I assume that's
Okay.
the one you meant when you talk about the Wind Titan, because like I know very little
Yeah.
about the Eric Sorbo one, but I don't think they had the production value of doing like a wind
don't know,
monster of that height.
They could have had like a fan in the background and someone just wrapped in a sheet. They could have made it work. I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been like a bunch of papers floating around a dude in gray makeup.
No, I'm talking about the Wind Monster from Young Hercules, starring Ryan Gosling.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
All right,
I
well-
remember the Wind Titan. I've played Kingdom Hearts.
How tall is the bear
Exactly.
from Hercules in New York?
69 feet.
3 feet.
Nobody knows because nobody cares about that movie. Did I give a guess yet?
No.
He 5 feet.
5. I mean, he does turn into a pile of sludge. So that's it. But you know what? Just through the sheer innovation, because I can't find the height of either. Of the
You didn't even know-
Titans and the other ones. No, I know the height of the original.
Okay.
Don't worry, I know the height of Hedorah. But because I can't find the height of the Wind Titan, I'm gonna assume he's exactly the same height as Hedorah. So this goes to James. He wins. How tall is Steve Buscemi?
Congratulations,
That's right.
James.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's why I'm saying Hercules. Watched it all these times for this. Mom, are you listening yet? Please.
He needs this.
Hercules.
He really needs this. I feel like we should probably get to recommendations and plugs, because that, I think, round of How Tall Steve Buscemi went for 3 hours. I hope the listeners like it. I think they will. Recommendations. But I feel like I do want to jump into
I don't give a
recommendations.
fuck what they like. I'm joking.
Yeah. I'll tell you what you like. Also, check out Lucy K's new spec. No,
I'll tell you what you want. What you really, really want.
what I really want to, okay, I don't need to do this.
I want.
Brandon, were you about to zigga zigga za the audience?
I was, but I don't think that's right in this day and age. Once again, going to Lucy K things. I'm gonna recommend an album, because I feel like we've talked a lot about video games and series. I'm a big music guy, and we don't get enough into that. I'm gonna recommend Devo, but here's the thing: there's so many great Devo albums. It's hard to pick.
I was gonna say Devo's not an album; they're a band.
Yeah, you should start with, I think, their initial release album. I think it was their first one, but it's the Q, Are We Not Men? Answer, We Are Devo. Great album, still to this day. I think it's one of my favorites. Proto-punk / punk, because it was like about the same time as All Forming Band. You think of them just as Whip It, but they had some real bangers back in the day, and if you never gave them a shot, it's time to do it. Time to go back.
Brandon, don't tell me how I feel about Devo. I have freedom of choice on vinyl.
You piece of shit.
Yeah, I was gonna
Freedom of
say,
Choice is
like,
a
I
great
didn't
album.
want to waste my recommendation on it, but I think Freedom of Choice would have been my Devo album.
My favorite Devo album, though, is definitely Duty Now for the Future, which I think is a fantastic time for all involved listening to it. A lot of really
definitely.
weird tracks on it. But that's it for plugs. Everything's kind of shut down right now for a little bit in Chicago because things are getting scary again. So fingers are crossed we don't go to another.
People don't get fucking
lockdown.
vaccinated.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
That's a good plug. Get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That should just be, we should include whatever we want to plug, plus get vaccinated.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll pass off the baton of recommendations to Luke here then.
Okay, yeah, I will recommend. Oh God, I had something in the pocket. Oh yeah, Tiny Tim's album. I'll do an album as well since Brain did one. Tiny Tim's album. Thank God for Tiny Tim. It's like, if you don't know Tiny Tim, if you ever watched the pilot episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, that song that plays when he's feeding all the anchovies, that's Tiny Tim.
I love that song.
Yeah. And he's like a dude who's like not a great person, but he's been dead for a long time, so who gives a shit? His songs, like,
That's a good way to put it.
he like was like really into like those old like 20s romantic singers, like those dudes who like looked like ghosts and sang like shit. But he like He's entertaining. Just listen to look his out. It's out on Spotify. Look his album up. God Bless Tiny Tim. I think I said thank God earlier, but God Bless Tiny Tim, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
really good.
Yeah.
There's.
Go ahead.
I was about to say there's a really good documentary on Tiny Tim. I'm trying to remember the name of now.
I've watched a couple of 20-minute ones on YouTube, but I don't know about a long one.
It was a recent one. I think it came out actually last year because I remember they recommended on the Dana Gould Hour is King for a Day. That's the one. So
no, that sounds interesting. He does have an interesting life, and like I said, he was kind of an asshole, especially to women.
Yeah, which is always wild when you see a picture of him. Like, dude, you were punching way above your weight class. You should have enjoyed that, not been a dick about it. So,
but yeah, as recommendation or plugs. Yeah, my Instagram, even though I haven't posted to it for a while, Flip Cooks. I sometimes post crap I make. I'm probably going to make a sandwich here in a minute that I might post on there if it looks good.
Hell yeah. I hope I see that sandwich.
Me too. Kind of hungry, actually. I might go get something to say.
We had a lot of leftover brioche toast from this Christmas brunch we were doing at work, so I got to take some of it home. So I'm gonna try and
brioche.
I'm gonna try and create a dumb croque madame, which anytime I say dumb, it means it's not traditional. It's just kind of what I could cobble together. So look for that.
Can I recommend something?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna recommend. Well, I'm gonna recommend two different things. Well, three technically. I want to recommend my web series called Vaudeville TV. We put out sketches every Monday on Facebook and Instagram. Vaudeville is VAUDEVILLE TV, and it's just me and my friends, and we writing film sketches all the time. And soon I'll also be posting in the stories what video games I've been playing. And two I would like to recommend for anybody is Dodgeball Academia is very good. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon RPG dodgeball game.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
It's very good.
I do like sports RPGs.
Super good. You said what?
I like sports RPGs.
You will love this. You will absolutely love Dodgeball Academia. It's very good. And then
you were telling me about that, and I've still got that on my list. I promise you I will play it soon.
Dude, if you don't buy it, I'll buy it for you for Christmas. You need to play it, Martin. It's right up your alley. And another game I just got through playing, it's called Demon Turf. It's a 3D platformer in the vein of Mario or closer to A Hat in Time, but the main character is 2-dimensional. So all the characters are 2-dimensional.
Ooh.
And the environments are 3D. And it does have problems, but when I was enjoying it, I was enjoying it a lot. But I'm not going to say it doesn't have problems. It does have problems, but the parts I enjoyed immensely. So yeah, those are my recommendations. Also, Tori 3D and Tori 2. It's just short 3D platforming games. You can finish each one of them in an hour to 3 hours.
Hell yeah.
And they're $1 a piece on everything. They're very good.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think is that. Oh wait, we gotta get Martin still.
Thank you. I thought you were about to skip me, and I was about to be like, Brandon, you piece of shit.
Not me this episode. That's not me.
Well, we all know Louis C.K., the cum king is
Oh,
back.
Jesus Christ. Get your down.
No.
Hootie Tang!
He didn't get to edit that
honest-
movie.
Honestly, I recommend JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean. It's the new part that's out right now, and I always love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's not for everyone. Stone Ocean is... You can start at any part. It's fine. This one's great. It takes place in a women's prison. It's fantastic. If you love an anime about people who look like supermodels, poses and all, throwing ghosts at each other, go watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's
very
so
very apt
good.
description.
And then for plugs, follow my cat's Instagram. He's at Spaghetti Images. and he's adorable. He just crawled under my covers, and he's looking so fucking cute right now.
A very cute kitty.
He's such a fucking trash goblin. Anyway, that's my plugs and recommendations.
Nice. So, did we pull it off last episode?
I've not listened.
We got close.
I know we didn't pull it off in the Q episode.
No, we definitely didn't pull it off in the Hanuman and the Five Riders episode.
Then we did not pull it off in the latest episode, because that's the latest episode that we posted.
Well, let's see.
Somebody pull me off. What are we talking about?
Yeah, let's see if we can pull each other off. Let's do it right now. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
You're gonna like the way we fuck.
We fuck.
I guarantee it.
Okay, I added a new layer where I was farting during this.
Okay, me and Brandon said the same thing, but Martin, what did you say?
I just said nut in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Hey, that works.
I'm sorry.
It's basically
I was just reading
thing.
the Wikipedia page for Godzilla Singularity Point.
Oh, okay. That's fair. All right. Well, I'm going to stop my recording there.
Yeah, whatever. Screw this podcast.
We regret that you have not yet complied with our order.
This show has been brought to you by Machine Culture.
The words get stuck in my throat.